for today, we are looking at demand forecasting. And if you look at the line, there is a place we have a synonym of demand forecasting. Emphasizing is that what they are actually emphasizing is that one is general, while one is specific. Now let's go to this slide so that I can prove that there is a difference between the demand forecasting and the inventory planning and control. They are like synonyms, but there are specifics attached to them. They are synonyms, but there are specifics. Now let's quickly see this. If you can get this, I always tell you that you can get these materials anywhere. It is the understanding. It is the understanding that we are looking at. You can get it anywhere. We are just saying the understanding should come to this. The demand forecasting and inventory planning and control. There are synonyms with them. Synonyms means they look alike. But when you talk about demand forecasting, the emphasis is on, for demand forecasting, the emphasis here is on general logistics. It is not precisely on inventory. We are coming to inventory. The demand forecasting in this case is on general logistics. So in the actual sense, what it connotes is logistics demand forecasting. Class, kindly confirm that you can hear me.
We can hear you, sir.
We can hear you, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much. And I want to believe strongly that you are following me without having my Twitter handle. I believe you are following me, class.
Sir, we are, sir.
Thank you so much. So now let's see what this authority said about logistics demand forecasting. It's a process of predicting future demand. You can see that I've underlined it. It is about prediction. And the prediction is for logistics services generally. And it includes transportation, warehousing, and if you are predicting logistics services, I'm saying that examples of those logistics services could be transportation, could be warehousing. So the aspect of the warehousing is where the inventory control and planning comes in. The transportation is another aspect. I'm just using those two things as examples to complement what I said, that demand forecasting looks like inventory planning and control. But inventory planning and control has a micro scope. Can you imagine? Look at how we arrive at microscope. It has a small scope, while the demand forecasting has a broad scope. And because it is broad, I've just given you two examples of those logistics services that you predict. Class, could you get your calculators very close to you? We just do a very simple, but by the time we do the two topics, we are going to be doing simple estimation, simple that everybody will understand. Just get your calculators close to you. If your phone has an advanced one, get it close to you. I can also, have you been taught with a whiteboard here, class? With the whiteboard?
Yes, no.
Okay, so it's either we use it together or I'll use it first, so that in case there is anything that needs clarification, I will activate it. So now, it is about forecasting, it is about prediction, it is about predicting. And when you are predicting, future is embedded. When you are predicting, it's not for presence, it is automatic. So predicting future is like tautology. Predicting is, prediction is already futuristic.
That was the topic of Adebo yesterday and today. He said, yes, son. Say Christian are eating too much food, they can't fast.
So
they eat too much.
Don't eat too much
Started,
food, Madam. Sister Elena, don't eat too much food. We are together in this class. Don't eat too much food. Okay, thank you so much. When we talk about demand forecasting, our emphasis is on logistics demand forecasting, and it is about prediction of logistics services. Why are you predicting? For three major reasons. You want to optimize, you want to do efficiency, you want to ensure efficiency, you want to do proper resource allocation. So that's the essence of demand forecasting. Then the next one is this is just to give you some notes that you might need. Crucial aspect of supply chain management, to anticipate future customers' needs. So it helps businesses plan and optimization and optimize their logistics operation, including like that and like that. So now let's quickly see key elements of demand forecasting. The first is historical data, the second is market trend, the third is predictive analytics. They are elements, they are like subsets of demand forecasting. So historical data is looking at what has passed. It will look at what has passed, it will bring it to the present, and it will use it to look at the pattern that is possibly going to evolve. That is what the historical data as one of the key elements of logistics demand forecasting. Then the market trend has to do with the external factors like economic conditions, seasonal variations, and competitive activity. And all these factors, they are factors that has the possibility of influencing demand. So that makes the market trend a key element of demand forecasting. Then predictive analytics, it has to do with the statistical use to forecast future demand based on collected data and market analysis. So if you look at these three, you will see that one is a prerequisite to the other. The first one is giving us data about what has happened. The second one is considering economic factors, that's the market trend, is looking at competition, economic factors. Then the third one is about the tool for the forecasting. So they are all the elements and they are like prerequisites. Prerequisite means one has to come before the other. One depends on the other to function very well. Now, another is the inventory management. Another is the transportation planning. The next is warehouse capacity. You will see the pattern. You will see the pattern that it is like one is before the other. Now, what are the benefits of logistics demand forecasting? When you do a forecast, what are the benefits that are associated with that forecast? You are reducing costs. When you do proper forecast, you will reduce costs. Then the second thing is you will improve efficiency. The third thing is you will satisfy your customers. Because if you don't satisfy your customers, at the end of the day, you might lose them. And if your efficiency is not in line, efficiency in logistics has to do with time. And when we are talking about time in logistics, we are talking about, please, is there anybody in this class who has heard of lead time class? Let us do 5 minutes interaction. Have you heard of lead time? I think I mentioned it last week. Who can shed more light about lead time? Class. Yes, you have the floor, Mr. Kennedy.
Yes, sir. So lead time is the time between when an order is being placed and when the order is delivered by a customer. Yeah.
Yes, the time between the order receipts and the time of delivery. So when we talk about efficiency excuse me, when we talk about efficiency, we are strictly talking about the timing. And in logistics, the timing is lead time. And that is the difference. That is what gives you edge as a logistician over a transport planner. In transport planning, we call it travel time. In logistics, we call it lead time. And it is one of those 7 rights. Right time is as good as the most important. Something is in place and they are not getting it at the right time. There could be an issue. There could be an issue. So when we talk about the efficiency, it is not something we joke about. Improve efficiency. Once you get your forecast right, you will be able to plan in accordance with the outcome of the forecast. Then once you are doing that right, you wouldn't have issue with customer satisfaction as long as they are getting it on time. It has avoided online. I happen to be one of the consultants for one logistics organization. Apart, this is not CPAS now. And when I observe a pattern in some of their demands they placed from where they want to get some products. And I quickly advise that it is better they quickly place another order from another source, because the first one was not even responding. And that is why right information is one of the 7 rights of logistics. When someone places an order with organization, and in that information, you have already said the person will get the product within 72 hours. If you order from Jumia, Konga, Alibaba, you will be familiar with what I'm saying. It is very common with e-commerce. It's very common with online logistics activities. When someone orders like that, you don't stop at the information for when someone places an order, you don't just stop at the information for the number of days. Immediately, they are bringing the next day. There is nothing stopping you. If it is for 72 hours, nothing stopping you from sending a message the next day that you have 2 more days to get your item. And the day they are coming to deliver it, you are supposed to also send a message that they are coming to deliver it. Apart from that, the delivery person should call the buyer of that item, the person who placed an order for that item. The delivery person should call that person so that the information will help you to enhance even your right time, which is one of the 7 rights of logistics. Class, I don't know if anybody catch the message I'm trying to pass.
Yes, sir.
Here. Yes, please, can you do a recap to support that you catch it? You have the floor.
Okay, regards the example you gave about right time, you used delivery companies that they should always get in touch with the buyer when delivery in order to get the right time and right location on the delivery of whatever they are coming to deliver.
Yes. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So once it is done and information is passed, you'll see that the benefits will also be ascribed to it. Then we also have better decision making. We have adaptability to change. There are some patterns that you'll be seeing the essence of the logistics demand forecasting is to address pattern. Once you do your forecast, there is going to be a pattern that will evolve. Let me explain this clearly. The major essence of logistics demand forecasting is for you to work with the pattern that evolves. Once you are able to get your historic data, you put it together with your market factors, market trend, market factors, and you do your prediction using either statistical tool or any of the tools, a pattern will evolve. That pattern is the outcome of the forecasts. When the pattern evolves, it is the pattern that will now show you the changes that you are adapting to, that will show you how you make a better decision, that will show you whether you are satisfying customers or you are not satisfying customers. So that is how it works. So it has its benefits, just as stated. So let's see demand forecasting methods, just as we have it as the elements. If you look at the beginning, we discussed it as elements. At this point, we are discussing it as, at the beginning, we discussed it as elements. At this point, we are discussing it as methods. Now, there is a difference between methods and techniques. I will give you one of the techniques. We are going to demonstrate it together as a class. Now, the demand forecasting methods, they are one, historic data method. You will see that they are part of the key element. Let me confirm that with you. Can you see the key element of, can you confirm to see the key element of demand forecasting? Class.
Yes, we can see.
Yes, we can see.
Just start positioning with this. Just follow me as I move on the slide as we move together. Yes, this is what they call we move. So the demand forecasting methods, can you confirm that the first one is part of the key elements class? If you are following me, is it part of the key elements?
Yes, sir.
Yes, for me to further confirm it, who can just summarize historical data method for us? Historical data method. What did I tell you about that elements?
Looking at historical data, let me cite example maybe with an importation firm. So historical data has to do with taking records of maybe from their sales department, their production department, their data over time to know when is their peak period, when is their downtime period. So historical data helps in making demand forecasting, because there are different periods in time. There are different periods where you have different demands. Let's say maybe if it is a cloth making, a sweater making firm, you know that during winter period you have a lot of demand. So with your data, your data will help you in arranging your production and the level of equipment you'll be needing for that particular period of time.
Yes, that is a good light to read, but there are two things I want to call the attention of the class to. The first thing is that it will be worthy of note to state that it will be good to state that at the point of key elements, you should address it as key elements. At the point of methods, we should address it as methods. That's the first. The second thing, what we are discussing is as methods. Now, the first one is under key elements. We should speak the language of key elements. In the methods, we should speak the language and establish that it is actually methods. Now, the second thing is that, do you know that somebody like me, I prefer to buy farm during during this season. And there are people like that. So if it will not be good for us to use assumption, and that is the essence of the historical data method. You will see that if you check per year for a company that is producing cardigan or sweater through knitting, it could shock you that over 10 years, there could be a particular year that the month that has highest purchase is in dry season. That doesn't mean that we should ignore even the dry season. We should still carry it along. Just that if you look at it over a period of 10 years, you know that, okay, maybe probably during the rainy season, you have more of that situation. Probably during the rainy season, you have more demand rather. So what the historical data will do is that it will bring the history from where it is being. That is why you see this cost logistics system. It will not make any sense without data. For all the topics, if data is not in it, there is no way you will be able to do the networking of those three things together, which is the logistics system. The data is the oil in any logistics system. If there is no data, there is no forecasting that you can do. And that is why the historical data is evolving, is one of the methods. Now, the market research and Delphi. Class, I want you to listen to this. When we talk about Delphi, we are talking about the method, one of the subsets of the market research, and it is like a strong part, and it is about what expert has said. That's the Delphi method. What has experts said about this? For example, if you are coming, if you are coming to the University of Lagos and you happen to know me, and you contact me, I can tell you when you can come. I can tell you your escape routes when there is traffic at the main gate. I can tell you, the reason is that I have done a lot of studies in that environment. If you are traveling on Lekki-Epe corridor, I can tell you the pattern of traffic on that road. The same thing is applicable to this. So at times, the experts, they have the data. Everything is still evolving around data and data and data. So because the experts have the data, the expert could say, this is the pattern. And that is why under the market research, we have external forces, just like the competition and the experts' information that we can use to do the demand forecast. Another is the demand sensing method. This demand sensing method is like an actuated method. When we say actuated, it is a kind of automated. As the demand is coming, the responses is evolving almost automatically. Then the predictive sales analytics method, that is emphasizing on the predictive sales, is emphasizing on, okay, what are we selling? What we are selling should get more. What we are selling should translate into more demand. Class, is that logical? What we are selling.
Yes, it's logical.
It should translate into higher demand, and at the end of the day, that should help us to know the pattern of our forecast. If, for example, you are doing beverages, for example, and you see that a particular type A, no free advert, type A is selling. more than type B. That is a method on its own that you can use. And that is why if you go to even some supermarkets or some logistics organizations where they don't have it automated, you will see that they take record of all the sales. They write them down. I'm not talking about organizations where you have formats people that will be throwing format to the boss, or the staff that will throw that way, you know. Do you know what I mean by formats on the lighter mode? Do you know what I mean by that?
Scam.
Otherwise, I don't want to use the word scam, but in this case, scam can be used. So, but we are talking about the actual sales. If the people you have, if the one they are recording are the ones with cheap price, that could be a disadvantage to that method. At the end of the day, when you buy it, you just discover that you are not really making profits, and they have just recorded those ones to cover up the scam that they have introduced. So the external macro forecasting method is also a subset of the of the market component of the element that we discussed earlier. So, class, can we see this? Can you confirm that you can see this?
Yes, sir, we can.
Yes, let's quickly, thank you so much. Let's quickly demonstrate our understanding about forecasting. And this will help us. You can even apply it in your places of organization. If you have challenges applying them, contact me. I will give you, I might do it for free for you. If your data is not large, I might do it for free for you. I might do it for free for you, but I want you to, if you can carefully do this, it will be fine. Now, in how many of you understand superscript and subscript in fonts?
So I don't want to check your screen is no motion. Maybe it's from my end. Sorry about that. If it's from my end.
It's your network, his screen.
It's your network.
Okay. That is not a apology. It's okay. Let me go back and come back.
So now look at the D subscript F equals, please don't be afraid, class. This is the you will see that by the time we are done, you will see that it is a very simple forecasting. It's one of the simplest. I don't just want us to stop at those methods. I want you are doing a professional master's. You should be able to gain 1, 2, 3, or more than 3 skills that you can use in your different organizations. Now, when we're talking about the demonstration of a typical forecasting, logistics demand forecasting, let's see DF as that prediction. Just like I said that there is future in prediction. Yes, we are predicting for the future demands, but you will agree with me that there is future in that prediction. Am I communicating? There is future in prediction. Predicting as future. Class, please, am I communicating?
No, sir, yes. Repeat what you said. I don't get it.
I said there is prediction. There is future inside prediction. When you are predicting something, there is future inside it.
Okay, sir.
Are you with me? Are you getting what I'm saying? You know what's
Yes,
Yes, sir. Understood.
Prediction is
when we
futuristic.
started, yes, it's futuristic already, but the authorities will still be telling you that you predict the future demand. And I'm saying that it is like saying some kinds of tautology. There is prediction, there is future inside prediction, or predicting. In the process of predicting, there is future in it. So what I'm saying is that if you look at this, we want to tell what's, can somebody give me, from your organization, let somebody give us the number of figure for a particular stock that you have in your organization. Give us one figure for a particular item, and what's the name of that item? And somebody volunteer to do that.
Joy, we are waiting.
Give us one item. So I want us to demonstrate a real life situation here.
225.
Which number? That's Odunlami Obolale. Which number are you giving us? Which figure?
225.
Okay, let me take my pen. 225. Okay, or should I use? Okay, 225. Thank you. 225 words.
4 packs of water.
Okay, 225 bags of water.
Packs of water.
Now,
Agua water.
Okay. Let's say 225, and you as the logistics, you as the head of logistics for that organization, you want to satisfy your customers, and you have studied on monthly basis, not even, okay, let's do yearly basis. No, let's do monthly basis. Let's do because it is pure water. Most times we do yearly basis, but let's do monthly basis. In January, they came. In February, they came. Now, you now say, okay, on the average, you have 225 bags. But when you study the pattern from when you started that production, you now observe that there is a growth rate of, let's say, 2.5%. Now, the meaning of, permit me to firstly denote all of this. The DF simply means the demand forecasting for the pure water. The future, we want to know how many, we have agreed 225 bags, and we are working with 5 months. Now, okay, leave the issue of months. When we get there, I'll tell you. The DF, this subscript F, in Word, when we say subscript, where you go to fonts, then you click on subscripts, that F will go down. The same thing is applicable to DN. Now, then we have superscript, which is the N that is up. Class, prepare your mind. This is one of the simplest. That DF is where we are going to, is what is applicable to what we are studying. It entails the logistics demand forecasting. We want to forecast so that our logistics will be right. Don't forget that I said for this case, it transcends just an inventory. It could be any part of the logistics services. Now we want to get it right. And that is why I want to do the forecast. To know the number of bags of water that we will need in the next 3 months. We have studied the trend for the past 5 months. Now, we want to know how many bags of water we will need. Then we found out that over the okay, let's use this year now. What month are we, class? What month are we? So that you will
July.
not forget. What? This is July. What number of the month? What number of the year is July?
7th month of the year.
Thank you. So that means over 7 months. Over 7 months now, we have studied it. Over 7 months. And we found out that what you are bringing out of the 7 months is that after you studied it, you calculate the rates at which people make demand. The demand rate is now moving positively, And what we are bringing out of the 7 months is 2.5%. Class, can you confirm that you are following me?
Yes, sir. We are.
Very well, sir. But
Now,
won't it
now
be better? Sorry, sir.
you say what?
I'm appealing. Won't it be better while you are on it? You also type so we can see your screen as well while solving.
No, but if at this point, I don't think we need it. When we get to the calculation point, I can use my whiteboard. I will switch to whiteboard when we get to calculation point. But for now, let's just follow this formula. This is D. Can you see what I'm touching on the screen? Can you see my
Yes,
cursor?
sir. We can. Yes, sir.
D subscript F. You can see that I'm touching the subscript, right?
Yes, sir.
Right? Equals to D subscript N. Then you open a bracket, 1 plus R. Then it is raised to power N. The N is applicable to here. Can you confirm that you can see this?
Yes, sir.
We
Yes,
can
sir.
Can you confirm this? So, which is when we finish solving here, that will now raise it to power. This is exponential. If there is time, I will teach you how you can use Excel to do this. For some that do not know it, I know most of you know it. We should be able to do your exponential even from Excel. If there is time, I'm going to teach you in this course free of charge. I will give you that free of charge. And you will not look for calculators again. Anytime you are having your laptop before you. If we do that teaching, you will not look for calculator again. Either it is exponential, either it is square root, either it is addition, subtraction, division, or your system. Within 10 minutes, you are done with any kind of calculation. As long as you quickly program it, you just fixing the values and you get what you need. But it is good that when you are starting, you start with this very simple way. So what you do here is that, let us firstly define all this. The first one is our logistics demand forecasting. Is that one taken? This one, is it taken? The one I'm touching on the screen, is it taken?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The second one is the present. Yes, the second one is the present demand. Is the present demand, and it could come in form of aggregate. It could come in form of a single one. This present one I'm touching. Now, this one is constant. This one is constant. It's very important for logistics system. This is like a subset of the logistics system. And that's why I'm using this simple example. The logistics demand forecasting is a subset of the logistics system. So now, this one is constant. Is that one understood?
Yes, sir.
Then this R is the growth rate. This growth rate means that you have studied the percentage at which the demand is coming over 7 years. From January to July, you have studied the percentage at which the demand is increasing. You will now arrive at 2.5%. Over 7 months, it is 2.5%. Then we are now, the demand we want to make, we can, it has to do with the future. The future could be 5 months. The future could be 10 months. We are using months. It could be number of years. This N is equals to number of years or months. This R here is equals to growth rate. So if it is 2.5, that means we have 2.5 over 100. That's what we have at the place of R. This N is whatever you get inside here that So let's say we are planning towards December. December is the 5th month after 7th month, right? It's the 12th month, right?
Yes, sir.
So now let's say because of the growth rates, we are now planning towards December. If you doubt any other reason, there is higher consumption during December. I can tell you that under the Delphi method of forecasting. Can somebody quickly remind me of the Delphi method and what makes me to say that I can tell you that for free?
what experts are saying is a
Yes,
doctor.
by God's, thank you so much, Sister Joy. By God's grace, I am an expert in this field. By God's grace. So I'm telling you from the Delphi point of view that December, there is high consumption. You can argue it. But now, do you understand all these signs, all these things?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand their meaning? Now that you understand their meanings, you know, you will agree with me that the DF will remain like this, right? The DF remains like this. Am I
Yes, sir.
correct?
Yes,
The
sir.
DN will now be 225, right? 225 in the DN, because it is the present value of bags of pure water, of the demand. The demand is the present bags of water. It could come in form of aggregate over the 5 months. It could come in form of the 7th month demand that they made. It could come in form of the 6th month demand that they made. The existing, the present, the current. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
So now, if you have this here, 1 is constant plus R is 2.5
growth rate 2.5%.
growth rate. Yes, the growth rate means that the demand has been increasing because of the fact that you are following the 7 rights of logistics. You are always delivering to customers on time. You are always giving them information on time. You are always giving them quality. You are giving them the right costs. You are giving them at the right place. You don't take it to their neighbor's house by mistake, because you are following those 7 rights of logistics that we discussed last week. Your growth rate has now risen to 2.5. If there is no growth rate, if it is negative, don't bring that case to me. I don't like to discuss negative growth rates. That's not growth rate. It's backwardness. It's not applicable to what I'm discussing. But this one, we have found that there is a growth rate. So can we quickly compute this? DN 225. Okay, I will open my whiteboard, but you have to respond to what we the value that you get. It is whatever you tell me that I will write. Class, can we go to that stage?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me go to let me share.
$3.5 by answer.
Can you see my whiteboard? Can you see my whiteboard?
No, sir.
What of now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So now, using that formula, what do I write first? The DF is where we are going, right? This is where we are going.
F is equals to
225.
225 is equals to 225, open bracket, 1 plus
1 plus 2.5
2.5.
close bracket. Close bracket 7.
1 plus what?
2.5.
2.5%.
Close bracket of 5. We are looking
Of
till
7.
December.
Wait, what is 2.5 class? Wait, let's be on the same page. What is 2.5 over 100?
Growth rate.
You say what?
0.025.
Please say it again.
0.035.
0.025.
Then close bracket of 5.
225. Can you see my whiteboard?
Yes, sir.
Then I close the bracket, right?
Yes, raised to the power 5.
225. That is for the D subscript DN, right?
Yes, sir.
So now, what is your
Constant one.
is your the total value in that bracket? 1 point, it will be 1 point what when you did
0.5.
025.
0.025.
1.025. I hope you know how we arrive at this place. That was where I stopped.
We're
Yeah.
solving the brackets, yes, sir.
We solved the brackets. So our N is 5 months. It could, don't forget that in the exam, it could be
What
year.
of our DN, sir?
Our DN is
225.
Yeah, he said it's
that's
logistics
the number
demand
of pure
forecasting.
water. DF is what we are looking for. That's the logistics demand forecasting.
Demand forecasting.
Yes. So we are using pure water now, but 225 bags of pure water in that factory. And you are the head of that unit. And you have solved for the bracket. So this our N is what? 5.
Raised to power 5.
It becomes 5. So what is the exponential value of 1 point? The 5 in exponential 1.025. So that we can solve for this. So what we will now be left with 225 multiplied by, am I correct? What's your value for the 1 point?
Yes, sir.
1.13.
0.25 raised to power 5 is what?
1.13.
1.13. Abi? So what do you have when you multiply 225 plus times 1.13?
287.16.
What do you have?
254.25.
Two what?
254.25. That's right.
0.25. So because we are dealing with integers, we don't have half bag in this case. So our logistics forecasting demand is approximately
4 bags.
what?
254 bags.
Yes. Class, I hope you agree with me that it is simple and straightforward.
Yes.
So
It
what's
is.
the difference between the 254 and 225?
29.
Exactly. It is because of the number we have used. If not for the hypothetical number we have used, you will see how the change would have gone. And also the growth rates in the demand over 7 months is telling us 2.5. So that is the practical understanding of it. So let me close my whiteboard. Can I close my whiteboard?
Yes, sir.
So now, if you look at can you see my screen now? Can you confirm you can see my screen?
Yes, sir, we
Yes,
can.
So you will see that from there, we are good to go on logistics demand forecasting. So inventory control, let me leave it till next class that we meet, because I believe another class will start by 8:30. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Let's leave it at that's number. That means we are on we are done with number 1 to 5. So we are left with 7 topics in our logistics system. By God's special grace, we are going to make significant progress again next week. If I have my time, if I get a reminder from class rep, can you confirm that you are here?
Yes, sir.
Class rep. Okay,
Yes, sir.
thank you. Thank you so much. So class rep, do a follow-up with me. I don't know if your class will be interested. Would you want me to teach you how to use Excel for that exponential briefly by next class? Would you want me to teach
Yes,
it or?
so
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, then Kim Paki, you have the floor.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir or ma.
Yeah.
yes, I'm with it.
Sir, please, can you please interpret this result? You got 254 bags. So what does it mean? Does it mean that in the next 5 months, the company is only able to increase their production by 29, or was it? Just interpret the result. I don't understand what the result is.
Thank you so much. After the interpretation, I will call Mr. Yusuf to have the floor. Now,
Help me keep
the
this good. Help
interpretation
me keep this good.
of the results we got after we calculated on the whiteboard is that is Sister Kim with us? Are you listening to
Yeah,
me?
I can hear you,
Okay.
but it's broken.
Yes. The interpretation is you don't need to wait until December before you increase your production of more bags of water. And for you to avoid wastage, it's better you do forecasting and keep to take care of the trend that has taken place. You know, we are talking about a pattern that we evolve after the prediction. So we are now adapting to change. The change is that there should be more, we should increase the number of bags that we produce. We produce 225 bags, and we have seen that the demand is increasing. In the corridor of increments, we are now doing our logistics demand forecasting, and we are forecasting. After the forecasting technique, we observe that you don't continue to do your 225. You should increase it into, what value did we get, class?
54.
254. So you should increase your production. So the interpretation is that you need to increase your production. It will help you to get more profit. It will help you to also get more customer satisfaction. But if they come and you don't have, it will affect your business. And you as the logistics head, you have also failed, because you as the logistics head, you're supposed to do your logistics demand forecasting for that particular product. So I hope that
sir.
is clear enough, sister.
No, it's not.
Okay, thank you.
Sir, does it also
Okay.
mean that in the next 5 months, their total production is 254? Is that what you're trying to say? In the next 5 months, that company will be making 254, or this 254 is per month?
Per month, per month.
Okay, thank you.
Please go ahead fast. Okay, Mr. Yakub, Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
If Mr. Yusuf is
I'm
on.
with you, sir.
Okay, we are
So
Yes,
listening.
sir. No,
good
no,
evening,
no.
sir.
He said, Yakub, please, decorum.
So
Mr. Yakub,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Yakub, hear you
Yes, sir.
first.
The growth rates, the 2.5%.
Yes.
What are the practical ways to figure this out? Or let's assume we are given a problem like a test or exam. Are we going to be given the growth rates?
If I give you a question, I will give you the growth rate. There is a way to get the growth. There is a way to get the growth rates, but that will be restricted to my firm.
Okay.
But
Okay, so there's no
if we
practical
discuss
way for us
later,
to
I can. But
Okay,
for
sir.
question, I will give you growth. Yes. But in case of any
Okay.
further, okay, write all
Yeah.
your questions. Write all your questions. Let's start the second class.
Okay, sir.
sir, can I
Okay.
ask? My own is I just need a more clarification, sir.
Can you write it down? Can you write it down? Let's start from there next week because of time. I'm so sorry about that. So that you can
Okay.
have your break on Saturdays. That's another reason why we are doing the two together. Because I learned that you have classes from morning till evening. So you should be able to have a break.
Yes, sir.
I hope the understanding is acceptable. Okay, let's switch to the other class. My apologies, Mr. Yusuf Ibrahim, you have been active in the class.
Yes,
Please,
sir. Thank you.
I
Thank you,
did
sir.
note.
Thank you, sir.
Class governor, remind me of his question by next week, please. Then, the other man, if there is time, one-on-one, we can discuss that, but no problem. Let's just start the other class. Thank you.